Okay, everyone, so there are a few new updates that I wanted to be sure and go over with you regarding SimpleNexus on the web. One of them you might have noticed is that they now have a new dashboard. Right away when you log in, it will look a bit different, and one of the things you will see across the top is a number of analytics, including things like upcoming closings, which will be based off of the Encompass closing date. Also the number of app shares. So anybody that's sharing your app, if the borrower shared it, the realtor shared it, you shared it, number of apps in the last 30 days, new applications in the last 30 days, and more importantly, I feel like is abandoned applications, because those are lost opportunities potentially. Those are ones where the borrower has started the application, but they did not finish it. So you want to be sure and follow up on those right away. Now, you'll also see a lot of the tasks here, and they do realize that this is quite a few tasks tied to lots of different things, and they probably need to find a way to consolidate these tasks so that it's a little more usable. But just keep in mind that this new dashboard is a beta version, and so your feedback is greatly appreciated. So if you want to go ahead and share any feedback that you have, you can be sure to email edgesupport@apmortgage.com, and we will definitely feed that up to them. Then also it does have an area over here where it shows your pipeline. So these are all based on the current milestones that are set up in the system. We will be updating these milestones here very soon, and the meanings behind them and what they're based on. So that'll be changing probably pretty soon. But for now, this is just our default view for the pipeline. And then also below that is where it shows where you or your team member can go ahead and share the app link. So if you click on share, it will ask you if you want to share with a borrower or partner. Now I will say, let's say we're going to share it with a borrower. Be sure and choose to send it with email for now. And the reason I say that, you guys, is that there is actually a little bit of an issue right now on the web with sending it via text. There's some changes happening in regulation. And so right now you guys want to be sure, if you want it to go through, you want to be sure and send and share that app link via email instead. Also below that, you've got most recent loans. So it just shows your 5 most recent loans. It also highlights your top real estate partners and the loans that they've given you recently. Any of these are clickable, and you can go in and see more detail about any of them. Or if you click on the view all loans, it'll just basically take you to the same loans page that you go to over here. And then below that, it's also got a few of the articles from the SimpleNexus Ask Nexus knowledge base. And so things like what's new, borrower app demonstrations, adding and inviting partners to a loan, loan officer app demonstrations, things like that. If you wanted to click on all support articles, you can just click right there. Now below that, it also has your quick links. So these are the ones that you've set up either for your borrower or for your partners, or even the ones that are private just for you as an LO. So if you want to access some of those quick links, usually you've only been able to do that when you go into your mobile app, but now you can also access that from this main dashboard page. Okay, so moving on from here, we want to go over also to the loans section. So I'm going to go right over here on the left to loans and click here. From here, you'll see there's another few things that are different now. So this is a different format on the view. So you can actually filter and customize these columns in here. So if I wanted to filter, for example, by A to Z or Z to A on the borrower, I can do that. Or let's say I'm a team member and I'm managing pipelines for various different loan officers. I can also go ahead and click on this for the loan officer and either search a specific loan officer that I'm assigned to, or I can filter it also in order. So that's another way you can do things. Now, if you guys want to be able to add and remove some of the columns, like right here, I added the number of tasks pending, so how many conditions are outstanding for these files, then you can just come right in here and click on the edit columns area. So once you do that, it allows you to move back and forth, and you can have up to 9 columns, and then you can sort them. So a little bit different format, makes it a little bit easier for you guys to organize all of these files. Also, under applications, if you go to, actually archived is another option. So this is something we just added recently. A lot of you have been asking if you can access information after the loan has closed, because normally active loans only has the active loans, and once it funds, it's been no longer able to be visible. But if you want to be able to access archived loans, right now it's only available on the web. But you can come in and let's say you wanted to take a look at some of the basic information about that particular borrower previously. And you wanted to see, okay, it says view full loan file, but really it's kind of some basic details. We can come in here, look at the property address, look at some loan details here. I have requested for them to be able to add in the full application because of course they don't have a current application going, but I've asked them if we could go ahead and add in access to the previous application. And also, if you guys did order credit for them originally through SimpleNexus, you would normally be able to view the credit through here as well. Also, I've asked them to be able to give us access to tasks, so we're hoping that that will come soon as well. That way, in case you have anything post-closing that you need to send out, you'll be able to do that. But right now, that's not quite available. So at least we've got access now to the archived loans. And one other thing that I wanted to show you that they just added is if you go into your active loans and then let's say you go into a particular loan, let me come in here, you can actually see the activity log. So you can see down here, for example, recent activity. Anytime that either I do something or my team member or the borrower does something, I can view all activity, who took initiative on that activity, and then go ahead and see when that was done. So that's another thing that they just added recently. Again, with all of these types of features that we're adding, you guys, we want to get your feedback. So be sure and let us know if this is helpful, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.